When Rush drummer Neil Peart passed away in January 2020 after a quiet 3-year battle with glioblastoma, it marked not only the end of a life, but the closure of one of rock's most enduring partnerships. For Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee, Peart's death shattered the foundation of their musical identity. In recent reflections, Lifeson admitted that he found it hard to even pick up his guitar after Neil's passing, saying that the motivation and joy he once found in music had vanished. "It's difficult to feel inspired when the person who inspired so much of it is gone," he confessed. Their bond had been unbreakable since 1974, when Piert replaced original drummer John Rutsey just before Rush's first major American tour. Geddy Lee vividly remembered that moment. "The second Neil started playing, we knew he was different. The precision, the imagination, and when we saw his lyrics, we realized we had a band." Piert didn't just keep time, he redefined Rush's creative DNA. His thoughtful lyrics, often steeped in science fiction, philosophy, and personal reflection, transformed the band from a raw hard rock outfit into pioneers of progressive rock. Albums like 2112, 1976, and Moving Pictures, 1981, became landmarks of the genre, with Piert's drumming and storytelling at the heart of it all. Over more than 4 decades together, the trio became more than bandmates. They were brothers. When Piert lost his wife and daughter in the late 1990s, Lee and Lifeson stood by him during years of mourning, uncertain if Rush would ever return. When they finally reunited for Vapor Trails 2002, it felt like a rebirth. That shared resilience made Piert's death decades later even harder to accept. After 2020, both Lee and Lifeson acknowledged that Rush could no longer continue. "Without Neil, there is no Rush," Lee said in an interview. Lifeson echoed the sentiment, describing how the studio now felt empty. Yet, their reflections weren't bitter, they were filled with gratitude. Now, 4 years after Piert's passing, both musicians appear ready to open a new chapter. In recent interviews, Geddy Lee hinted that he and Lifeson are planning a collaborative tour with German drummer Annika Nilles, best known for her work with Novell and Steven Wilson. Nilles, praised for her intricate rhythmic phrasing and progressive sensibility, reportedly brings the same spirit of exploration without imitating Piert. This project isn't about replacing the irreplaceable, it's about honoring Rush's legacy in a new way. For Lee and Lifeson, it represents a delicate balance between memory and renewal, proof that while Piert's chapter has closed, Rush's heartbeat still echoes, evolving, alive, and deeply respectful of the past.